The greatest motivational speeches of all times. This day in history, 28th of April, 1967, USA. Muhammad Ali, the greatest. Did you know that during the Vietnam War, heavyweight boxer Muhammad Ali appears for his scheduled induction into the U.S. Army and refuses to step forward 3 times when his name is called? He is given a warning and explained that failing to answer his name is a felony, punishable by 5 years in prison and a fine of $10,000. Muhammad Ali refused to budge and failed his induction, resulting in the suspension of his boxing license. He was stripped of his championship and license on the same day. Muhammad refused to be drafted into the military, citing his religious beliefs and opposition to the Vietnam War. He later appealed the decision to the Supreme Court, which overturned his conviction in 1971. It took 4 years for Muhammad Ali to get back into boxing. Even with time lost, he became a leading heavyweight boxer of the 20th century, and remains the only 3-time lineal champion of that division. Outside the ring, he attained success as a musician, where he received 2 Grammy nominations. He was also featured as an actor and writer, releasing 2 autobiographies. Muhammad retired from boxing in 1981 and focused on religion and charity work. Muhammad Ali is an inspiration to us all, as evident in one of his famous speeches.
I want to say something right here. This might make you all think. Life is not really long. Let's say the average person 30 years old. If you're 30 years old, you are not but about 7 years old. How can I prove it? Add up all the 7, 8, 9 hours you slept for 30 years. Out of 30 years, add up all the nights, last night when you went to bed and woke up this morning, you don't remember a thing. You've been unconscious for about 8 years. If you're 30 years old, you slept about 8 years. Okay. How much traveling have you done in 30 years? From the television station to home, to another country, to another city, to school, to church. You've probably traveled 2 years of your life or spent just getting back and forth to where you're going. So there's 8 years of sleeping, 2 years of traveling. There's 30 years out of your life before you accomplish anything. How long do you sit in school? In America, we stay in school from the 1st grade to 12th grade. Same here? Yeah. 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day for 12 years. Break it down. You sat in the classroom for 3 years without leaving. Okay, 2 years of traveling, 8 years of sleeping, 3 years of school. How many movies have you went to? How many wrestling matches? How much entertainment? How many movie theaters, live plays, baseball games? Probably 2 years of entertainment. By the time you have children, by the time you have made a way for your children, by the time you've paid for your home, you're pushing 60 years old. So life is real short. So you add up all your traveling, add up all your sleeping, add up all your school, add up all your entertainment, you've probably been half your life doing nothing. So what am I'm 35 years old. 30 more years, I'll be 65. We don't have no more influence. We can't do nothing much at 65. Your wife will tell you that. So what I'm saying, when you're 65, ain't too much more to do. So did you know I'll be 65 in 30 more years? In those 30 years, I have to sleep 9 years. I don't have 30 years of daylight. I have to travel back to America, take 6, 7 miles. All my traveling, probably 4 years of traveling in the next 30 years, about 9 years of sleeping, television, movies, entertainment, about 3 years of entertainment. Out of 30 years, I might have about 16 years to be productive. So it's how we can all break individual lives down.
In 1984, Muhammad Ali made his diagnosis of Parkinson's syndrome public, which some reports attribute to boxing-related injuries. Though he and his specialist physicians disputed this, he remained an active public figure globally. But in his later years made increasingly limited public appearances as his condition worsened, and he was cared for by his family. Muhammad Ali died on June 3, 2016. He was 74 years old when he passed. Life is too short. Be productive now. Follow your dreams. And fulfill your goals. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you.